Fitness Private Limited. In today's webinar, we will present to you a unique therapy for curing neuromusculoskeletal problems that you or someone in your family may be suffering from but have not yet found permanent relief despite spending a good amount of money and time on various treatments. Ashtaang Chikitsa can also be used as a preventive method so that you keep your internal organs functioning at their optimum levels. Just a sec.
Raji, let me share the screen.
Yeah. So, Namaskar, I welcome you all to the Ashtaang Chikitsa webinar. My name is Rachna Bothra and I'll be your host for today's webinar. I'm a part of an organization called Avisa Healing and Fitness Private Limited. In today's webinar, we will present to you a unique therapy for curing neuromusculoskeletal problems that you or someone in your family may be suffering from but have not yet found permanent relief despite spending a good amount of money and time on various treatments. Ashtang Chikitsa can also be used as a preventive method so that you keep your internal organs functioning at their optimum levels. Are your doctors telling you your problem cannot be cured but will only have to be managed? Organs do not regenerate. Today is the day that you will come to know you may not have to take medicines lifelong to manage your disease. Your problem can certainly be cured. Organs can regenerate. Now I'd like to introduce you all to Swami Sri Raj Vibhuji, a rare Kumbhak yogi. Swamiji has been transforming lives of thousands of people who have not found any relief even after years of using allopathic medicine. He has taken people out of chronic diseases like thyroid, BP, heart, diabetes, and even life-threatening diseases like cancer. Who is this webinar for? A very, very important question. For people who are tired of temporary treatments and are looking for a natural and permanent solution. For people who want to take charge of their health in their own hands and are willing to work on themselves to come out of their health problems. Reversing neuromusculoskeletal problems with Ashtaang Chikitsa, freedom from pain and medicine. Ashtaang Chikitsa can heal. Of course, the list is endless, but these are the commonest problems that we see among the participants. Knee pain, lower back pain, hip issues, pain in the leg, drop foot, spine-related issues, slip disc, disc bulge, weak spine, spondylitis, frozen shoulder, drooping shoulder, tennis elbow, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, dislocation, neuropathy, or the nerve issue. Ashtang Chikitsa can further heal certain very, very chronic problems like muscular dystrophy, multiple sclerosis, TMJ disorder, varicose veins, psoriatic arthritis, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, spinal stenosis, myasthenia gravis, Bell's palsy, cervical spondylosis, carpal tunnel syndrome, ataxia, Guillain-Barré syndrome, AVN, Alzheimer's disease dementia, glaucoma, vertigo, ankylosing spondylitis. All these diseases that we just talked about are degenerative diseases, which means that the organs are becoming weak. So a long-term or permanent solution is possible if we can somehow increase the regeneration factor of the body. But no medicine can regenerate the organs, be it allopathic, Ayurvedic, homeopathy, or any other medicine. In today's webinar, you will discover the one and only method that can regenerate the internal organs. Let's hear from Swami Sri Raj Vibhuji. Please pay attention to what he has to say about the human body and the diseases, because you will not find this information anywhere else. Through his knowledge, thousands of people suffering from chronic ailments have transformed their lives completely. It can change yours also. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. Now I would like to let you know how we are going to proceed in the webinar. After this, you're going to listen to the recorded video of Swamiji. Then we will be playing the video or having somebody live who's been a part of the Ashtaang Chikitsa classes. After that, we are going to share the online program details. Last but not the least, we will be taking up your questions. We'll try to take up the maximum questions in the limited time. Till then, take your virtual seats and listen to what Swamiji is saying about how easily you can come out of your health issues just by kumbhak or breath hold. Namaste. Over to Anilji to share the video.
Have you ever heard this name Kumbha? People into Yoga Kalachara, they might have heard this word Kumbha. But what we are presenting is a part of Ayurveda, not yoga. So it will be a little different, right? This is a part of Ayurveda. Now to introduce you to Kumbhak, are you doing Kumbhak in your daily life? So let's start from there. Anybody and everybody cannot do any function without Kumbhak. So let's understand Kumbhak first, and let's see what can Kumbhak do in your life. So anybody and everybody cannot function without doing Kumbhak. So let's do an experiment, right? We'll do an experiment. And you have put your cameras off. I don't know whom I'm speaking to. It's when people gather together, it's an opportunity to actually see faces and meet people. And you don't know tomorrow will be there or not. Can anybody guarantee? So enjoy your today. If possible, put on your cameras. Clasp your fingers. Clasp your fingers. And pull hard. Pull hard. As hard as possible. How you creating this strength of pull? Relax. How you are pulling. How you are pulling. Lot of things might be coming to your mind. Using the strength of your muscles, using your conviction, using your mind and whatnot. But you are not looking at the right point. So let's do it again. And wherever I am indicating, look there. Let's do it again. If you do the experiment, you will know what I am talking about. So everybody should participate. Pull hard. And see, the more hard you want to pull, the more you have to hold your breath. Yes or no? The more hard you want to pull, the more you have to hold your breath. Can we now push? Can we do a pushing experiment? Push hard. And see, the more hard you want to push, the more you have to hold your breath. Yes? Yes? Now pick up a point in front of you. Pick up a point in front of you. A small object or a point in front of you. And try to focus without distraction. Focus on that point. Focus on that point. Become absolutely still and focus on that point. the more focus you want to create, you'll see your breath will become shallow and it will hold up. You can relax, I don't know if you had breakfast or not. You had breakfast? You had breakfast, okay. Just remember clearly with your closed eyes. Remember clearly in detail what kind of breakfast you had in the morning. Close your eyes and try to remember in detail the colorful imagination. See, even if you have to remember, you have to hold your breath, and then your remembrance becomes better. Okay, relax. Somebody talked about dementia. What is your problem? Why you are not able to remember? Because you are not able to hold your breath. Now, if you have to balance yourself, stand on one leg, or somebody is pushing you. You want to stay on the ground. You want to hold the ground. What do you do? What do you do? Somebody wants to push you and you want to hold the ground. What do you do? You hold your breath. Yes. You want to stand on one leg. Create a balance. How do you create a balance? You hold your breath. Right? How do you dance? How do you sing? How do you walk? You hold your breath in variable proportion behind. Don't notice it. You don't notice it. You hold your breath in variable proportion behind. Walking, jogging, yoga, Zumba, aerobics, whatever you do, household chore, whatever you do, even you have to get up from the chair. What did you do? You held your breath for a short time, isn't it? Can you do any action without holding your breath behind? You can't. The only thing is you are not noticing it. You are not noticing it. So action in life happens because of kumbhaka, the breath hold that you did in variable proportion, at variable point of time, in variable mode, sitting, standing, lying down. What you are doing? You are holding your breath, or you are doing kumbhaka. You are doing kumbhak to do an action. Now, in all your problems, in neuro musculoskeletal problems, what is the basic issue that you have? It is inability to do action properly. Yes or no? Any kind of neuro musculoskeletal problem, what is the basic issue that you are suffering from? You are not able to do action properly. When you do action, either you feel pain, or you do not have that kind of strength, or you do not have hold over your limbs. Yes? So let's understand the basic problem. Only if we understand the basic problem and we connect it with something which is practical, you can come out of the problem. Otherwise, in the last 100 years, tell me one person who has come out of arthritis by taking medicine. One person who has come out of rheumatoid by taking medicine. One person who has come out of Parkinson, dementia, and so on and so forth, osteoporosis, by taking any kind of medicine. We do not have even a single proof in the last 100 years that we have come out of these problems by taking medicine. And I'm talking about chemical medicine, allopathic medicine. Now, one more commonsensical question. Would you put diesel into a petrol engine or a petrol vehicle? No? Not, never? Never. So, tell me, was your body designed for a chemical intake? Your body was not designed for chemical intake. For the vehicle, you use your common sense. For human, your body, where does this common sense go? If your body is not designed for chemical intake, your body is not going to become better or healthier by chemical intakes. So where is the proof? All these diseases, are they increasing in the world or decreasing in the world? It's all increasing. All the chronic diseases are increasing in the world. Is there a single diabetic patient who has come out of diabetes by taking medicine in the last 100 years? One blood pressure heart disease patient? Do you know blood pressure and heart disease has become the #1 cause of death? Thyroid patient? Have we been able to cure any thyroid patient? Autoimmune disorder patient? Cancer is increasing at the rate of 12% every year. Arthritis, rheumatoid, and you listen to all those problems. Neuro Musculoskeletal Problems. Even a single patient hasn't been able to come out of these problems by taking chemical medicine. In fact, the data says these all problems are rampantly increasing in the world. So it is high time that we look in some other direction. We think out of the box. With a different kind of a false narrative, you are not going to become better. You start with one medicine, and how many medicines you have come up to? Now, if we understand this body, we can understand how we can reverse our problems. The whole purpose is to reverse these problems. So one example, the core key of how to reverse your problem, I have given it through an experiment. So whenever you make effort, you use kumbhak. Now effort happens with your neuro musculoskeletal system. You use your breath hold to integrate your neuro musculoskeletal system to make an effort. Right? So if your neuro musculoskeletal system do not get the proper regeneration and degeneration, you will not be able to make right effort or proper effort. What I am talking about is regeneration in the body, new tissues forming, and degeneration of the body, old tissues going out of the body. This is a continuous process that is happening in the body. So let's see, is this regeneration and degeneration, the balance of this has deviated in the world? So what is your knee problem? What is your knee problem? The regeneration of cartilages are not happening. Myelitis, or what you call as myopathy, muscle loss, muscle weakness, what is that? The regeneration is not happening properly. The arthritis factor also happens because of lot of toxins at the joint. The degeneration is not happening properly. Toxins are not getting removed from the body properly. So this regeneration and degeneration is something that we have to get into balance. How many people you see are overweight or underweight in today's world? This problem is huge in the world, isn't it? Either the people are overweight or underweight. To maintain the right weight balance has become difficult in the world. Yes, isn't it? Yes. What is the basic problem? It is the imbalance of regeneration and degeneration. In Ayurveda, the rate of regeneration and degeneration is called as Vata. There is a word for it in Ayurveda. The rate of regeneration and degeneration is called as Vata. The energy of regeneration and degeneration is called as Pitta. And the material management in regeneration and degeneration is called as Kapha. So Ayurveda says, if there is a deviation of Vata, Pitta, Kapha, you will get into Neuro Musculoskeletal Problem. I am generalizing it. Any kind of neuromusculoskeletal problem comes under what I am describing. So, I will describe it in another way also. But let's first talk about regeneration and degeneration. Now, this regeneration and degeneration depends upon what? It depends upon your body's ability to utilize food. What you term as metabolism. Your body's ability to utilize food. The food that you eat, the body should be able to utilize it to create new tissues, to create muscles, to create bone density, to create nervous system or nerves. Now this metabolism has gone weak in the world. What is the proof? Do you know neuromusculoskeletal problem is a metabolic disorder? Do you know diabetes is metabolic disorder? Do you know heart disease is metabolic disorder? Thyroid is metabolic disorder. Cancer is metabolic disorder. Any kind of chronic disease has a metabolic disorder in its core. even your immune system disorder, autoimmune disease and other immune disorder, metabolism is a precursor to any immune system disorder, and they work inversely proportional. If your immunity is high, your metabolism will come down. Your immunity will go high when your body will get into some kind of risk. Do you think when you put a chemical inside the body gets into risk? Your body is not designed for chemical intake. When you put a chemical medicine into your body, the body gets into risk. It enhances, increases the immune system and downplays the metabolic system. All metabolic disorder is increasing in the world because of chemical medicine intake increasing rampantly in the world. One major factor of why you have got into neuro musculoskeletal problem is from childhood you are taking in chemicals or pushing chemicals inside the body. In the name of vaccination, in the name of doing something good to your body, you are actually doing a criminal act with the body. And obviously, the health quotient of the world cannot increase because of your destruction or destructive activity on your own body. I'll give you one example. All of you must have some quantity of medicine at home. Everybody has paracetamol, yes or no? You have paracetamol or some kind of painkiller in your home, in your first aid box, right? Now I'm just trying to make you understand. It is very important that you get it right. If you understand the whole thing clearly, then only you will be able to take a right decision towards correcting your system, isn't it? What you do in your life is your freedom. But you must get it clear in your head first. So, there are two kinds of painkillers. One is called as steroids. The other category is called as NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. Your paracetamol, nimesulide, there are many, ibuprofen, aceclofenac, diclofenac, all these comes under NSAID. Now they do this pain relieving activity by inhibiting a biocomplex called prostaglandin. Prostaglandin inhibitors. They are called as prostaglandin inhibitors. Now prostaglandin, what it does? Prostaglandin activates the regenerative factor in your body. When you are taking a painkiller, you are saying, I don't want new tissues in my body. When you are taking a painkiller or you are trying to put down your fever, you basically are saying, I don't want regeneration in my body. So what will you get? When you take paracetamol, what will you get in the life? Arthritis, rheumatoid, myasthenia gravis, dementia, tendinitis, carpal tunnel syndrome, and so on and so forth. Because these are all degenerative disease. What will your body do if it has to kill a virus within itself? Everybody of you must have gone through some kind of cold and cough, viral flu or corona. In your life, you must have gone through all these cold and cough, viral flu, some kind of a viral infection. What happens when you get cold and cough? What happens first in your body? The body raises the temperature, what you call as fever. The body raises the temperature. By increasing the temperature by 5 degrees, the virus will get killed. But the moment body raises temperature, what do? Paracetamol. You are saying, I don't want you to kill the virus. So you want to treat yourself by taking medicine. If you don't take medicine, the viral will go off in 3 to 5 days. But if you take medicine, it will go off in a week to 15 days. But we are intelligent people, you know. We want to give credit to some medicine. So a week and 15 days is okay. Because if you would not have taken the medicine, you would have been treated in 3. You would have become well in 3 to 5 days. But we are intelligent people and we have to give credit to the recovery to some medicine. We choose a longer path. Okay, we'll become fine in 10 to 15 days, so we take medicine. Despite of your taking chemical intake, you are still living and breathing. Just pat your back, appreciate your body at least. With so much of torture, you are still living. This body is such a resilient entity. You have tried to kill it in every possible way, still it is living. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. You are trying to stop or activate every function within yourself, within the body. The body knows how to survive, how to do action. Are you doing the heart activity inside the body, your own body? Are you doing it? Are you conducting it? Are you conducting any function inside the body? Doing the heartbeat? You are not doing it. You don't know how it is happening. Liver function, are you doing it? Kidney function? Neuro function? No, you are not doing it. But you feel it is my right to stop any function inside the body or deviate any function inside the body. You take in a chemical. These chemicals are called agonist or antagonist. They either stop a function or deviate a function. So we have tried to kill this body in every possible way. If it is still surviving, it's a miracle. It's a miracle, isn't it? You must at least appreciate the sturdiness, the robustness of this mechanism, which is human body. Okay, so I just gave you a hint of what we are doing. Don't go on narrative. You all are intelligent species. Use your wisdom rather your information or education. Please use your wisdom. You are all intelligent people. don't always agree to what somebody says. There is a wisdom of life there which is alive in you. If you think from that wisdom, you can see this very clearly. So, Vata Pitta Kapha. Now I'll talk about Vata Pitta Kapha in a way where we can actually correct it. So the whole system or any living entity functions on three factors, which is Vata Pitta Kapha. Of course, I described it in a different manner. Now I am describing it in a different manner. First, the most powerful aspect which is needed inside your body is pressure. Pressure. Because action always happens in pressure gradient. So even if the cloud has to pour somewhere, you have read this rain cycle. From the sea, the water has to rise and become cloud. Then the cloud moves from high pressure to low pressure zone and pours down there. So even the cloud movement happens in a pressure gradient. From lower down in a tree, the tree has to pump water and mineral and all the food up. That happens in a pressure gradient from a high pressure to a lower pressure zone. In your body, food moves into your cells and out of your cells in a pressure gradient. You have to create an osmotic pressure. Your body has to create an osmotic pressure of the tissues and cells for proper intake and exchange of materials and gases and water. So your body functions in the right kind of a pressure ecosystem or architecture. If this pressure architecture goes down, your organs will not function properly. The absorption will not happen properly. Metabolism will not happen properly. Exchange of water, gases, and nutrients will not happen properly. The right kind of pressure has to be generated in the body. Now I'm giving you one more example and proof to understand this. Just imagine your grandfather, grandmother. Just imagine your grandfather, grandmother. If you compare your grandfather and grandmother with yourself and think of the same age line, at the same age, what is the difference between them and you? One common difference. You can say they were not into these many problems. Yes, but what is that factor because of which they were not into all these chronic disease? They could make more effort with their body. You can't make that much of an effort with your body in comparison. They could do lot of things at a particular age with their body, make lot of effort. At the same age, you are not that efficient comparatively, isn't it? What we have lost through the ages, we have lost the capacity of effort making, of making effort. Our capacity of making effort is less than their capacity. So what you have lost fundamentally, if you have lost effort making ability, you have lost the capacity to hold your breath, because you make effort by holding your breath. Yes or no? Are you getting it? Are you with me? We have done an experiment. If somebody has joined later, they can watch the webinar again, because it is very important that you understand things. Only then your life will become better. It will not become better with ideas and narratives. So what you have lost in 2 generations, the ability to make effort with your body. That means you have lost the ability to hold your breath. Do you want to improve your life or not? Do you want to improve your effort making ability or not? Do you need a Kumbhak practice or not? Let me tell you, this is the only way through which your life experience, the quality of life will improve. There is no other way. If you think some medicine can improve your life, you are daydreaming. It will never happen. You must increase the body's ability to make effort. Now, what is metabolism? What is metabolism? The body's ability to utilize food. Now, take an example from your life's experience. You know, in your life, whenever you did lot of activity, that day you get lot of hunger. You become more hungry, isn't it? The more you become hungry, the more the body utilizes food. So with lot of effort in your young days, whenever you did lot of effort, lot of work, you became more hungry that day, you ate more food and your body utilized more food. How did you do that activity? Whatever activity that you did, by holding your breath in variable proportion. When you did Kumbhak, your body's ability to utilize food and your hunger increased. So Kumbhak increases metabolism. And we have lot of proof of that. There are thousands of people who have done Kumbhak and they have improved their metabolism. Their regeneration capacity has increased. People with lot of degenerative disease, they have come out of those diseases. People have come out of degenerative neuro disease also. Paralysis. People have come out of paralysis. Drop foot, myasthenia gravis, lockjaw, frozen shoulder. And we always say, even in the case of Parkinson, there is only one way in which you can improve your condition, and that is by doing Kumbhak. So first thing first, your metabolism has to improve. The moment your metabolism improves, the autoimmune factor of the body balances out. So whenever you take a pill or take some food which is deviated, genetically modified, hybrid, processed, inorganic, your body gets into risk. So it increases the immune quotient, the immune factor, the metabolism goes down. Whenever you take medicine, the immunity increases, metabolism goes down. We have deviated the environment also. Even with your breath, when you are breathing, your immune factor is trying to push up and your metabolism trying to go down. No doubt, all the metabolic diseases are on rise. They are becoming epidemic. So first thing first, you have to increase your metabolism. And that will happen with Kumbhak. With Kumbhak, you can increase your metabolism, and you'll see the moment you increase your metabolism, the autoimmune factor which is there inside the body, it goes down. it balances out itself. So even rheumatoid arthritis or any kind, Hashimoto or any kind of autoimmune syndrome in the body, it gets balanced out. It can become, you can reverse those things by taking in steroid. You will get into more and more problems. You should only take chemicals in a very emergency situation and for a short period of time. You should only take medicine when the condition is at a very high risk, and that too you should take it for a short period of time. Then you should ideally work upon the body in such a manner that your body's recovery strength, regenerative strength, metabolic strength, immunity, hormonal balance, detox strength, they improve. And the body should be able to take care by itself, because your body is designed for it. It can take care of anything by itself, but that strength has become very weak. So by Kumbhak we can increase all those strengths. So you should be working upon the body. If you start doing Kumbhak, you should work upon the body for at least 6 months. For 3 months continuously, if you work, you can reduce 50% of your chemical medicine and take some alternative natural medicine. After 6 months, you decrease that 50% of chemical also to null. 100% of what medication you should be taking has to be natural, without any side effect, those kind of medication. Herbal. After 1 year, no medication at all, because your body is designed to take care of itself. You don't have the recovery strength. That's what we will increase through Kumbhak. Now, you can't change the environment. The second factor. I'll talk about 3 factors and then we'll go towards the question answer session. We'll tell you a little about the course. So the second factor. With every chemical, you get a side effect. You get an adverse drug reaction in the body. Right? Now, it doesn't happen with just chemical intake. It happens with the deviated food intake also. It happens with the deviated environment also. Now, you can't change the environment overnight. You should start changing the environment today. It will take 200 years. So what you should build is your tolerance toward a deviated environment. To build a tolerance toward a deviated food. To build a tolerance towards the adverse drug reaction. If you are tolerant enough, you will get less damage in the body. You can reduce the damage. You can reduce the adverse drug reaction. You can reduce the impact, the side effect of those things, isn't it? So how do you tolerate things? Now suppose you lift a 10 kg weight. You lift a 10 kg weight. How do you lift it up? How do you tolerate it? You hold your breath, isn't it? Can you lift any weight without holding your breath? No. The more weight you have to lift up, you'll have to hold your breath more. So you tolerate things by holding your breath. Suppose you have to now lift 20 kg weight. So you have to hold your breath even more, isn't it? How do you tolerate weight? 10 kg weight? By holding your breath in a certain proportion. Now if you have to lift 20 kg weight, you will have to hold your breath even more. Are you practicing it? No, you are not practicing it. You are not doing Kumbhak. So how will you ensure that you do the risk in your life, the future risk gets reduced in your life? How can you ensure then? if you do not improve the tolerance of this body, by taking medicine, you will land up in a hospital one day. That is for sure. And the organ damage will happen one after another. You have to ensure that you tolerate the wrongs, the side effects of whatever we are consuming at this point of time. Not only consumption, but the environment also. So if you have more tolerance, you will be saved. Otherwise, there is no chance. Right? Second part, I have told you. Tolerance. That's how your future risk and the tolerance to all the wrongdoings will increase. You will get less damage. Okay. So, metabolism you have to improve. Kumbhak will improve. Tolerance you have to build. That Kumbhak will do. Third thing. What is the greatest weakness in your body which has created all the damage? Do you know it? You actually don't know. What all your diagnostics do is basically measure the symptom that is happening. But why the damage happened inside the body, nobody can actually scan it, diagnose it, do any test of it. The diagnostic system, the current diagnostic system cannot even tell you 1% of the total things that is happening inside the body. So it is insufficient. We have to do some other kind of diagnosis which can tell us the root weakness in the system and work upon it for a faster result. So that is why we do the world's only Prana Shakti diagnosis, which actually diagnoses the weakness in the functional capacity of human body, a particular functional capacity. So we tell you to do a little experiment with your breath, with a little experiment with your body and emotions, and fill up the form. Those results actually help us to come to a conclusion of what functional aspect of your body has become weak, because of which you have got into a particular problem, and then the other problem also came along. That is what we take as a basis to customize your module. We teach you a generic module. All of you will be taught a generic or the same kind of a Kumbhak module, and after diagnosis we'll customize it as per your body. So everybody's Kumbhak module gets customized according to the problem the person is facing, because all of you don't have the same problem, isn't it? You have all different problems, and it has progressed into multiple issues also, but something might have started first. So we do a diagnosis, a different non-invasive world's only Prana Shakti diagnosis, which actually tells us the functional weakness of your body. Right? We don't test ingredients. We don't test levels. We test the functional weakness of your body. And we customize the module according to that, so that you get a faster and a better result. So pressure I talked about is one thing through which you do action. The temperature of your body also has an ability to treat you or and keep you in a better health. That is called as Pitta pressure and temperature actually does the material management of your body. So pressure is called as vata. Pressure also generates or regulates the temperature of your body. So it is called as pitta, the temperature factor. And the third factor is kapha, which is basically material management, which happens because of pressure and temperature. So this is vata, pitta, kapha. The most powerful way to correct vata, pitta, kapha is regulating the pressure. You can regulate the pressure by breath hold only. There is no other way. So we control the vata. The vata is controlled by pressure. The pressure also regulates the pitta, temperature of your body. So vata, pitta gets controlled. Vata, pitta together controls the material management, the kapha factor in your body. The regeneration and degeneration thereby gets into balance. Right? So just by two factors, regeneration and degeneration, I have explained how it can be corrected and what are you doing to correct it, what is the right approach, what you are doing, how it is a wrong approach. You can take a proof of evidence of the numbers, the data of people into disease and how much it is increasing day by day. From there you can have the evidence of what I am saying. And you also know it through your own experience. So the experiments that we did, it's all into your experience. So we have to look at the health of humanity from a completely different perspective to actually reverse it, come to a state of health and happiness. Right? I'll stop here.
Thank you so much for listening to Swamiji patiently. Now I would like to request Neha, the participant who has joined in. Neha,
Suchitra. Suchitra, ma'am.
Suchitra. Suchitra, ma'am, thank you so much for joining us today evening. So could you share your journey of Ashtaang Chikitsa with our esteemed participants as to what were your doubts when you joined the program, your condition, and how long it took to get away from your problems?
Yes, namaste, ma'am. Namaste, and wishing everyone the goodness of Kumbhak from today. I am Suchitra. I am talking from Bengaluru, India. I was diagnosed with a disc bulge at L4, L5, and S1 problem in March 2024. And for the next 1 year, I was on nerve medications. In the meantime, I got to know about Kumbhak therapy. I attended the webinar of Swamiji, and then I got myself enrolled for Ashtaang Chikitsa practice under Anjali ma'am. Anjali ma'am was my mentor. I took a one-on-one session from June 2nd, and it went on till mid-September. And I would like to now say thank you to Swamiji, to Kumbhak, and to Anjali ma'am for all the things that I have gone through in the 3 months of the course. When I joined on June 2nd, 2025, of course, the nerve medication was stopped. I was, coming out of that problem, but my feet bones, both the feet, the bones were aching a lot. But still, I would carry on all the duties, as a homemaker, and then, with the walks and everything, but with no satisfaction. Always the heaviness on the foot was there due to the bone pain. And as usual, some lumbar pain. And June 2nd, when I started with Anjali ma'am, I should really thank her for her patience, for delivering all the things very patiently and in a way that, made me understand what my problem is. When I started, when I used to watch a lot of testimonials, and I used to ask Anjali ma'am, it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, my feet pain is still not down. It's been a month. And at this time, Anjali ma'am had really taken great care in saying that I should have patience. And in most of them, the bodies will start showing the difference only when it is around 2 or 3 months. And but she made sure that I practiced Ashtaang Chikitsa every day for the whatever the time the classes were happening. And I must say, for 2 months, I did not have any change or any difference in whatever I used to feel. June 2nd, when I started feeling the difference only after 45 days. One fine day, when I usually did the regular practice, I felt that the feet were too light, my lumbar region also was light, and the body also was feeling very light. And from that day onwards, I told Anjali ma'am, this is what I have experienced. And she told, this is how it is. For some people, it will take more time. But unless she had not enforced that everyday practice, I would have not been able to say this today. And even afterwards, like every day when I used to practice, I used to feel the whole body being light, the feet being very light, and the lumbar region. And I happily did my walks every day. And then what happened was, the classes were done by mid September. And then October end, I had to go visit a temple with a 400 steps hike. I should say that I could do that very well, but at the same time, this knee pain in the right knee triggered for me, which I had a long history. And it's been 3 to 4 weeks that I am unable to do Ashtaang Chikitsa practice now due to knee pain. But at the same time, I must really say the goodness factor that I have felt for practicing it for 4 months. Now, with the absence of these 3 weeks of Ashtaang Chikitsa practice, also my feet bone pain and my lumbar pain have not come back. And again, I contacted Anjali ma'am for what to do with this kind of new problem. And she has advised me on the personalized, customized accounts, whatever was given. So, what I want to say is, I am really thankful to Swamiji, Kumbhak, and Anjali ma'am for the change I have noticed. Because every now and then, whenever I practiced, especially I would do it in 2 sittings, as I couldn't concentrate in one sitting, which Anjali ma'am told okay. And when I did Nadi Shuddhi, the Kriyas, and Vyan Kriya, after I did these in 20 minutes, it was like a instant painkiller for the feet bone for me. So I am extremely thankful to Kumbhak for my life.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to request Nupur Chakravarti ma'am to please share her journey. Nupur Chakravarti ma'am. Nupur ma'am, am I audible?
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
I'm a little small pebble next to the riverside compared to the knowledge of the people about Kumbhak. I have joined only.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. If you could please switch on your camera, it would be great.
I think 1 minute, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have asked you to start your video, please.
I'm unable to do it, ma'am.
Okay, no worries. You can continue.
Can you see me now?
Not really. Yes,
Yes,
yes. Now I can
yes.
see you, ma'am. Yes, yes. Thank you so much,
Namaste,
ma'am.
I'm
Namaste.
Noy. I'm just a small pebble near the riverside compared to the knowledge of Kumbhak that everybody has. I have joined, I was in intense pain, man. I'm a 71 plus woman who had intense pain on my left leg. I love to squat and sit on the floor for my lunch, dinner, my puja, but I was unable to do so. Because I was on and off with orthopedics and neurologists giving me a lot of medicine now and then. And if I skipped the medicine or I missed it by chance, I would go back to square one of pain. Then one day it happened, I was browsing in my phone, lying in the bed with pain. I came across Swamiji's webinar, and the meeting was already on. I had missed almost 5 to 10 minutes of it. But even then, I went along, and whatever he said was like magnet to me, ma'am. He made me realize that we actually don't know our body. We don't understand anything. We get pain, we take medicine, then again forget about it, then we go back to doctors. But that day when I heard him, ma'am, that Kumbhak is something that can cure you from your pain without even the help of medicines, I searched for that organization. I joined it. I did a 9 weeks course with them, with Anjali ma'am, and it was wonderful, ma'am. In the beginning, I was unable to sit, even breathe and exhale and hold properly, but she made us do it according to how much we could do, our body could endure. And then gradually, as the 4th week passed, I could sit, I could do, and then I was yearning for the time. The Friday, Saturdays and Sundays I would miss, ma'am. Those are the 2 days that is to miss Kumbhak. So I got a recording from them, and that audio recording I did my own. After the 9th week, I realized, ma'am, that see, like I'm sitting here right now on the floor, I'm very comfortable. I've rejoined their classes again. I'm doing it with them every 7 o'clock in the morning. And the pain is not gone completely. I would lie if I say that, but it is hardly there. And along with the pain, ma'am, I realized that I was very irritating to people. I was unsocial. I was not getting into socializing with people. I didn't like people coming to my house or talk to them, where I was a very social being. Maybe the pain, I have realized that I'm no more that same person. I used to wake up in the middle of the night and couldn't go back to sleep, but now I can. I find so much of energy after the marmakya that I do in the morning, ma'am, that immediately I go out to do my shopping and stuff and get my flowers for the puja. Those activities were out of my life, but I've gone back to those now. And I'm telling you, ma'am, today Kumbhak is my lifestyle. As long as I live, I'm going to do this. And I'm sure it will help me to live a little longer than I thought. Thank you, ma'am. That's all I have to say.
Yes. Thank you so much, Nupur ma'am, for sharing your journey. Now, I would like to request Anilji to please share the program details with our participants.
Thank you, Rachna ji. Just give me a second and I'll share my screen. All right, so let's know about the Ashtaang Chikitsa online program details now, as a lot of you must be waiting for this. It's a guided program which is conducted online by trained Kumbhak mentors. These mentors are specially trained by Swamiji himself, so they'll be the ones who will be conducting these classes. This is the first thing. And as you must be knowing by now, as Swamiji has explained in the video also, there are 3 modules in the program, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. The duration of each module is 3 weeks. So 3 weeks into 3 modules makes it a 9-week program. But you see that there's 1 week extra that has been added to 9. So it becomes 9 plus 1 means 10 weeks. Why 1 week has been added, that we'll also talk about. There will be a total of 18 classes over a period of 9 weeks. 2 live classes will be conducted per week for 9 weeks. Out of these 2 classes, one is called the main class and the second one is called the practice class. We'll talk about the differences between the main class and the practice class after some time. What are the next steps? You pay the program fee and there's a special group fee that we'll be announcing for people who are attending it live. After that, you'll be filling up a PO form, participant onboarding form, so that we can create login credentials for course access. For accessing the class recordings, you'll need a login ID and password. Then you'll be starting your classes with module 1. After completing module 1, you'll be going to the next module, module 2, and ultimate, and finally you will be doing the third module. All three modules have to be completed one by one. Number of classes, each module has 6 classes, and since there are 3 modules, so 6 into 3 makes it a total of 18 learning classes. Then there's one customization class also. We'll talk about it in detail. What is this customization? So total classes are 19 in all. What are the class start dates? For Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, and even Indonesia and Thailand participants, we are starting a batch on 1st December, Monday at 7 p.m. This is Malaysia time. And for Indonesia and Thailand, it would be 6 p.m. So the classes will be on Monday and Thursday, main class on Monday and the practice class on Thursday at 7 p.m. Malaysia time. What is the class experience like? As you must have understood by now, these are live sessions conducted on the Zoom app. Just like you are attending this webinar on the Zoom app, in the same way the classes will be conducted. Mentors will watch all the participants, so it will be compulsory to keep your cameras switched on so that the mentors can correct you if required. And there'll be written instruction that you'll be getting, and the session recording, as you already know, these will be provided to you through a login ID and password. Apart from that, there'll be a lot of extra things like mental practices will be there. You'll get a unique diet perspective. Mind you, this is not a diet plan. No diet plans are given in this, and there are no dietary restrictions at all. You can continue having the kind of food that you're used to eating. So, in this diet perspective or food perspective, you will get a video from Swamiji in which he talks about how to use food so that it supports the body and not harm it. Then there'll be simple detox processes, and a lot of knowledge will be shared during these 9 weeks that you'll be with us. Now, let's talk about what all you get in the program, how is the support given, how the diagnosis done, everything we'll talk about. Pran Shakti diagnosis for root cause determination. This is the magic of this therapy because through this diagnosis, Swamiji is able to determine the weak functional strengths in the body due to which you have landed in your current health issues. And it's a unique diagnosis and one of its kind on the whole planet. Why do we say that? Because it's a non-medical diagnosis and it's an online diagnosis. Now, both the things may sound very strange to you because what's a non-medical diagnosis and how can it be done online? Let me try to explain. You'll get a link to a form and you'll be asked to do some experiments on your breath and emotions and note the observations in this form. Second, you'll be writing about all your health issues in detail in this form and in the order that they occurred in. You'll be writing like first this problem came, then this, then this. In this way, you'll be writing about all your health issues. And third, you'll be asked to upload a selfie photograph, shoulder and above, in which the face should show very clearly, but there have to be no specs on the eyes. And in case of ladies, no makeup also. So when these three things reach Swamiji, he is able to determine the weak functional strength in the body, the most important factor which led to a particular ailment or which led to other ailments also. This is Pran Shakti diagnosis. Weekly one main class of 45 to 60 minutes will be there and weekly one practice class. Now, what is the difference between the two? In the main class, primarily there are three things that happen. First, the mentors will demonstrate how a Kumbhak practice is to be done because there's a ratio, there's a formula. There'll be a count till which you have to inhale, and there'll be a count till which you have to hold the breath with closed eyes. There'll be different focus points, and there'll be a count till which you have to exhale. There'll be a count till which you have to hold again after exhalation. So it becomes a formula. So they'll demonstrate this first, and in each main class, new Kumbhak formulas will keep on adding to your daily Kumbhak practice. Then, what other things happen in the main class? In some of the classes, Swamiji's videos may be played for more knowledge, for making things more clear. So in some of the classes, some videos may be played. And in the end, there'll be some time left where you'll be practicing whatever was being taught to you. This is the main class. And as the name practice class, it will be complete practice only with your cameras switched on. Then you'll have access to recordings of the live classes for 3 months after the program is over. The program will continue, the 9 weeks will take about, you can say, 2.5 months. After that, 3 months more, the recording access will be with you. So you'll be able to watch again and again so that everything becomes clear and clear to you. Now, these will be small, very short videos of each Kumbhak formula or of each Kumbhak practice. You don't have to watch the full duration, the full length of the class recording, the 45 or 60 minutes, just to see how a Kumbhak Kriya was demonstrated or was done. You just watch this small video, which may take 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes to watch, and you are done. Written instruction will be there, and these can be downloaded, and you can even print these instructions. And these will come very handy when you're traveling, because that time uh, the internet speed may not be that good, or when there's no internet at all. Sometimes it may happen the internet speed is low, so that time the videos may not play properly. But if you have these written instructions either on your device or in a printed form, you will be able to do your daily practices without any problem. Then this is the most important part of the support system that we provide. Since it's an online program, so we made sure that you don't get confused anywhere during the whole program. As I told you, there'll be 2 live classes per week for 9 weeks. The remaining days of the week, you'll be required to practice on your own. And while practicing on your own, if you have any doubt, any question, you'll be able to post this in this WhatsApp group. Your mentors will be there in these groups, so they'll be answering all your questions, they'll be clarifying all your doubts, and they'll keep on guiding you in a step-by-step manner. Then individual participant progress tracking and feedback after every module. Since you know there are 3 modules in the program, after every module, you'll be filling up a short form. Through that form, we come to know how much of progress you're making. And if somebody is not making any progress, we try to find out the reason. We try to find out if you are practicing as instructed or not. We try to find out if you are practicing on a regular basis or not. And a couple of other things we try to find out to arrive at why somebody is not making any progress. Then therapy customization for each participant in the 10th week. It's a super important point. So please pay attention to this. And this is linked to the first point. Do you remember the first point? Prana Shakti diagnosis for root cause determination. Now, the diagnosis is done in the first 10 days of you joining the program, but the customization will be done in the 10th week. Now, a question arises, if the diagnosis is done in the first week, why the customization is given in the 10th week? Why not give it in the beginning only? Some of you may think like that, may have this question. There's a reason behind it. The reason is that these customized practices are really powerful, and if given in the first week only, your body will not be able to bear the impact of these powerful customized practices. Because when we talk about any disease, any chronic ailments, and here we are talking about neuro musculoskeletal problems, there's already an organ weakness. And if you put load on a weak organ, you may get into a problem. So in these 9 weeks, enough organ strength is built, enough internal strength is built, so that when you do these customized practices, you won't get into any kind of a problem. That's why they're given in the 10th week. Then, apart from that, you'll get specially recorded audio instructions which you can just listen to and do your daily practices. Now, this saves a lot of time because when you watch a video and do things, first you have to watch, then you do, so it takes longer. But the audio instructions you can just play on your device and practice alongside the instructions. It saves a lot of time. Now, for most of you attending this live, and for that matter, for most people on this planet, they don't know much about Kumbh, although it's been a part of Ayurveda, but this information from this knowledge from Ayurveda has been lost, which Swamiji is reviving again. So most of you must be hearing it for the first time about Kumbh. So you can go to Google, type Avisa healing, and see and read a lot of uh, reviews. What participants say about this? You'll find about 273 or something reviews with an average star rating of 4.8, which is considered extremely high. And when you go to read these reviews, you'll find that most of them are real long ones, really long ones. Because when somebody gets benefited after such a long time, after suffering from so many years, from various ailments, and when they find some solution, they just want to talk about it. So that's why they write really long ones. You can go read, get confidence, because it's normal to have apprehensions, to have doubts when you hear about something for the first time, and especially about a therapy which not many people know about. So just you can have a look and read. And if you type Avisa Healing on YouTube, you'll come across this green color logo, round logo. That's our YouTube channel. You can go there and click on playlists and then click on Ashtaang Chikitsa testimonials. There'll be more than 550 testimonials. And for your information, only 10% of the people who get good results share their testimonials because most of them do not want to talk about their health issues publicly, which means there are thousands and thousands of people who are getting benefited through Ashtang Chikitsa or through Kumbhak therapy. You can go and have a look and see what people are saying about this. What's the course fees? Now, before that, I'll just like to talk about the two arrangements that we have: one-on-one personal classes, and then there are group classes. The fees is different for both for obvious reasons. In Ashtang Chikitsa, uh, one-on-one classes, there'll be one instructor and one participant. Now, the fee for this is Indian rupees 60,000. 30,000 can be paid before starting and 30,000 after a month for one-on-one classes. And if you do a single payment, then it is 55,000. But if you do it by tomorrow, 12 noon, it's just 50,000 for people who are fast action takers. For group classes, we have a different structure, fee structure. The normal fees is 21,000 Indian rupees. But like I said, there is a special fee that will be announcing. Just 15,000 Indian rupees, INR 15,000. And in Malaysian ringgit, it will be 697. Singapore dollar, it will be 219. Hong Kong dollar, it will be 1305. We'll share all these details in the WhatsApp group also and here also so that you don't have to note down anything. I'll just recap what all you get in the program. Pran Shakti diagnosis for root cause determination. Weekly one main class, weekly one practice class, access to recordings for live classes for 3 months, videos of all kriyas done in the class, written instructions, private WhatsApp group to ask your doubts and questions in, individual participant progress tracking after every module, therapy customization, audio instruction. This constitutes the whole program. And how to enroll? Step one is to pay the program fee. Then you can post that payment receipt in the WhatsApp group. It's the same WhatsApp group from which you got the link to attend this webinar. After that, Neha from our team, she will confirm your payment and she will send you a participant onboarding form link and another link to join the class WhatsApp group. Class WhatsApp group is the group where you get daily support, which I just talked about a while back. Step 5 is to start attending classes to learn Ashtaang Chikitsa. Simple 5-step process is there. These are the payment methods. For international payments, you can use a credit card, PayPal account, or a site called wise.com. Our previous participants, a lot of them paid through wise.com because there's a very low transaction charge for this when you do this from this website. You can do a bank-to-bank transfer. Whichever method is most convenient to you, you can use that. This is the world-class support team which will make sure that you do this program successfully and get great results with this therapy. All these people will be there. Rachna Shrimar Bothra, she is the program director and the host of this webinar. Shalini Bhagwat is the class manager. Neha Upadhyay is the enrollment in charge manager, IT Ashwini, then a team of mentors. Ranjana, Soni, Aruna, Neena, Meera, Sushma, Manvi, Anjali, Ganga, Arijit, Vivek. In technical, we have Sheetal. Sheetal is the person who will help you if you face any issue with technology, if you're not able to log in, if your videos are not playing, if you're not able to download your instruction, whatever technical problem may come, she is the contact person for that. Personal support, we have Anita Kavita Mag. They call each and every participant on WhatsApp to find out how your program is going on, if you're facing any problem, if you're able to understand everything or not. So they take a first-hand feedback from you. WhatsApp admin Anil Chauhan, that's me. I, along with Rachna ji and Neha, will be answering all your questions after the webinar in the WhatsApp group. Because due to shortage of time, may not be able to take up all the questions. But if your question is not taken, or if you do not have nothing to ask now, but have something to ask later on, you can do that and post the question in the WhatsApp group. We'll answer each and every question. And now there are super bonuses, two super bonuses for fast action takers. These are really attractive ones. Let me share that with you. If you enroll by 12 noon tomorrow, which is 22nd November, you'll be able to unlock two amazing bonuses. Let me share what these are. Bonus one, you get 12 months of access to class recordings instead of the 3 months that we give. This is bonus one. And bonus two is just unbelievable. Let me see. Let us see. You also get 12 months of live Zoom consultations. 12 months means 1 year. Now, what do 12 months of live Zoom consultations mean? Good question. It means there will be 48 live Zoom support sessions that you can take advantage of. It means it's an ongoing mentorship and accountability for 12 full months after the program ends. It means you get expert guidance, answers, clarity week after week, week after week. All these points I've already told you what it means by saying when we say 12 months of live Zoom consultation. And we call it a no-brainer of why? Because if we calculate, if you talk in terms of monetary terms, just INR 200 into 12, these are for class recording. It comes to 2,400. 48 live Zoom consultations. If you just calculate at a cost of INR 500 for 48, it comes to 24,000. So the bonuses are more what the program is actually worth. So that's why we call it a no-brainer offer. With Kumbhak, now is the time you can put an end to years of pain and suffering like thousands of people have already done. And now's the time, most important, you can escape the side effects of allopathic medicine. Everybody knows about allopathic medicine side effects. So we don't have to talk much about it. But still now, there was no other option. But now you have that option of Kumbhak. You don't have to use, depend on medicines, allopathic medicine lifelong. And like Swamiji says, if at all, it has to be taken in an emergency situation or when the risk is really high in the body, but not for long. And now's the time to empower your body so that it can heal itself without medicine. Like Swamiji says, this body is magical if you allow it to be magical. If you support it, if you can support it, if you can strengthen it, if you can increase its tolerance, if you can increase its strength to heal, it can do it itself. That was what it was designed for. And with this, I come to the end of my part of the presentation. Thank you and namaskar. And we invite you to enroll and get benefited by this amazing therapy. If you got questions, we'll be answering them right away. Thank you once again. Namaskar. I hand over the webinar back to Ratna.
Thank you so much, Anilji, for sharing the online program details. So, whatever questions you have, you can write in the chat and we will answer it. The chat is open for the questions.
You can even unmute yourself and ask your question.
Let's take this opportunity to ask about our own health, because that is very, very important. And you're right, whether you join the program or not, that is entirely up to you. But it is important to clear your doubts today. This opportunity, I feel nobody should miss, of clarifying all their doubts, whatever is coming to your mind. I have ankle degeneration and damage. Can it be corrected? Suman ma'am, surely it can be corrected, the degeneration, because degeneration is a very, very natural thing. But what is happening is the imbalances between the Prakriti and the Vikriti. That is the imbalances of degeneration and regeneration. So, by our therapy, we are going to accelerate your regeneration at a faster pace so that your degeneration is not able to catch up at that fast a pace, and your regeneration factor in the body is increased. Thank you, Suman ma'am, for being the first one to ask a question. I would like to request the rest also to follow, to please ask your questions. We will be more than happy to answer all your questions. So approximately, Suman ma'am, 40 to 45 minutes. Again, that depends on your pace as well. But once your muscle memory is built and you're used to it, I don't think it will take much more time than 40 minutes max.
Any benefit for stroke patient?
Pardon me?
For stroke patient, stroke survivors.
Okay, so definitely it will help stroke survivors, because when you're working on your internal body, all the organs which are deranged or damaged, or the oxygen is not reaching properly, it works in the internal system. And with our Pranshakti diagnosis, the root cause of your problem is diagnosed by Swamiji, and then you get your customized kumbhak. So that sets the tone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I've been advised to go through surgery to correct it, which I am not really for. So, Suman ma'am, so that's the best thing that you can do, is join the program, and maybe you do not have to ever go for surgery to correct it, because this is a very, very small problem. I know for you it is a big problem, whoever is going through that pain. So, I would request you that please join the program and reap the benefits of this program. Anybody else from the participants who would like to ask their question? Two people have already taken a stand of their own health, and they are taking charge of their own health and asking questions because they want a way out. What about the rest? Will this practice cause any discomforts like negative emotions emerge? Thank you so much, Kamala Devi ma'am, for asking your question. But these practices will only and only cause you comforts. There are not going to be any discomforts or negative emotions. I can rest assure you that. Is there a time of day when the practice needs to be done? Example, only on an empty stomach, can be done anytime. Asking as I need to understand the time commitment. So, Suman ma'am, normally it is advisable to be on an empty stomach, but we need to get a little practical. There are people working and there are people, busy with their own stuff. So, in today's life, in the modern life, you can do it even in the evenings, but be a little light stomach. That's what we suggest to our participants. Not necessarily on an empty stomach. Waiting for the rest of the participants to please ask their questions. Do not wait for somebody else to ask the question and think that your question will be answered. You need to take charge of your health in your own hands and ask your doubts. Yes, ma'am, Suman ma'am, all these issues will be addressed in Ashtaang Chikitsa. Waiting for Margaret ma'am, Itha Ramaswamy, Nagaraja sir. Waiting for your questions.
I have.
Chichu B. Yes, yes, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Have a problem called a degenerative, it's a congenital thing that just manifested at about 70 years old. It is a degenerative spine problem called spondylolisthesis, which cannot be cured except by, they say, putting 4 pins in the back. They gave me medication. I suffered a lot, but then one doctor gave me a combination of medication which helped me to ease the pain, and I started to walk, and I was very fine for about 4 years. But now the back pain has started again, and so I've not been able to walk for about 1.5 years now. So, and I've also put on weight, so the pain is always there. And I get up in the night, my leg will start, going. I mean, quite, and then you cannot walk. So therefore, I'm very frustrated. But I don't want to take the medicines because I think one is not an NSA, but I think the NSA has hurt my kidney, so I've stopped taking the medicines. So now I'm not looking at alternatives, but when this came up, I was just wanting to hear what would the technique be that, I mean, what kind of techniques that you will be, or Swamiji will be teaching us to be able to, whether this can be overcome by these breathing techniques. That's my question. Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your health concerns. So, regarding your spine issues and the fact that you're not able to walk, these issues are easily addressed in Ashtang Chikitsa. So, what happens? It's like, it's like one on top of the other when you arrange bricks, and it's like the spine is like that. And the pull is from both sides, right? From the upper part and the lower part. So the disc bulge is happening because the pull is not in one straight line. So when we are when we are doing kumbhak, so the kumbhak creates the internal pressure within the body, which no medicine on earth can do. And when you create this internal pressure, your within your body, whatever factors are getting weak, the degeneration, as I just explained earlier also, the degeneration is at a faster pace than the regeneration. That's very natural as we age. So these factors are corrected by Ashtang Chikitsa by the breath hold that you do, because you're creating the heat and the pressure inside the body. So that's how slowly you come out of your health issues.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Can the practice be done seated on a chair or by people who are unable to sit on the floor? So, Suman ma'am, since it's a neuromuscular health issue uh, related to that, so most participants are not able to sit on the floor. So our mentors are going to show you variations, and according to that, according to your comfort, you can sit on the chair and do the practices. There's absolutely no problem with that at all. Ganeshan sir, or Serena ma'am, Itha Ramaswamy, Margaret ma'am, waiting for your questions. Norina. Vimalan sir. Ganeshan, sir, I'm due for knee replacement next month. Should I take up this course now or after my operation? Ganeshan, sir, if you ask for my suggestion, I would say knee replacement would be your last resort. So please do the course, and you might not have to do knee replacement.
A lot of our previous participants, they had been advised knee replacement, but after doing the Kumbhak program, now they don't feel the need.
Anilji, the
That's on.
next question, give an example. How will oxygen help revival of a weak organ function?
Okay. See, it's not all about oxygen only, because when you exhale and you hold, there's no oxygen. So it's just not oxygen. So let me explain what is happening inside. When you hold the breath, there's a trigger which is called the epigenetic trigger. If you Google what is an epigenetic trigger, you'll come to know. And you must have heard about stem cells. Stem cells are responsible to regenerate our internal organs. Now, for the stem cells to start regenerating, they need to be given a trigger. Breath hold is that trigger. It's an epigenetic trigger. And once the trigger is given to the internal organ stem cells, they start to regenerate. And once the regeneration factor increases, the organ starts to gain strength. And when the organ starts to gain strength, the functioning starts to get back to normal. Because when we talk about any kind of an ailment, any kind of a chronic ailment, the function has been compromised, and that primarily happens due to a weak organ. So that's what happens inside the body, and it's not just about oxygen, it's about maximizing oxygen usage, and it's about carbon dioxide. There's a lot of science behind this, which we'll share. If you ask in the WhatsApp group, we'll give a very detailed kind of an answer, because here that's not possible. You just post the same question and get a very detailed answer to this.
So, Anilji, will you be taking up the questions or should I answer?
I have been advised knee
I've been advised
replacement.
knee replacement next month and I'm unsure. Should I join the course?
Suman ma'am, there's 1 month. If in this 1 month, if you feel that you may not have to go for the surgery, that's the best thing that can happen to somebody. Like I said, there are a lot of our previous participants, they were advised knee replacement, total knee replacement. But after going through this program, because that's the last resort, and any doctor would be more than happy to operate on your knees. But if it can be avoided, why not? And that's why it's such a affordable therapy, and you don't have to go any place, just at the comfort of your home. Even if you are 90 or 100 years, doesn't make any difference. You just need to be regular, with your practices. That's it.
Anybody else with their questions? I have a long history of back and knee pain. So no worries about that. There have been people with 35, 40 years of pain and they've got rid of it by doing this chikitsa.
I'll just share our YouTube channel link. You just go there and just listen. There are more than 500 testimonials, video testimonials. Just listen to them. Somebody was suffering from 30 years, 40 years, 20 years. I'll just share. Give me a second. This is our YouTube channel link. You can just go there and you just type anything, any disease that you want to hear about, a testimonial about that disease. So you'll find it.
Suman ma'am, can you text your number and all the payment details will be shared in the group? Neha from our team will connect with you.
Okay.
Kamala Devi, any
ma'am.
difficult posture? So, Anilji, you can continue, no worries.
See, primarily these are breathing techniques which you have to sit at a place either on a floor, chair, or even on a bed also. And the first thing that your mentors will instruct you or they'll tell you, you have to do as per your comfort level, as per your capacity. If they tell you to hold your breath for a count of 10, but you are able to hold it for a count of 4 only, that's okay. There's no race with anybody else. As per your comfort level, as per your capacity, nothing has to be forced on the body at all. So there won't be, if there are any postures we are not able to do, you'll be asked to skip those for the time being and keep on practicing the other kumbhak kriyas that will be told to you. After some time, you'll again try those which you weren't able to do, and chances are high chances that you'll be able to do them also.
Anybody else who would like to ask their question can please do so.
Okay, Rachnaji, I think we can wrap up the session. You are
Thank you so
muted.
much to all the participants. Whatever question is left, please feel free to write in the webinar group and we will get it answered shortly. Take care. Thank you.